Libra, welcome to Illuminated Tarot. My name is Jenna. How are you all? Welcome. Hope you enjoyed the Cancer full moon. Ooh, I did a doozy on my body. I've been resting and recuperating, just feeling like not as energetic. But today, I hope a lot of you are turning a corner. Just feel like the first 24 hours before and after that moon, just lots of sleep, y'all. Lots of sleep. Let's get started. We're going to take a look at the time period of January 21st to the 31st today. I'm going to take a look at the overall general energy and get some important advice. And I'm also doing something new and different, which is fun. So I've been telling the other signs I've been reading for today. I'll tell you when we get there. All right. Thank you, Spirit, for presiding over this reading for Libra. And thank you for being here. Happy New Year, all of you. Whew. All right. Let's get into the Mystic Force Oracle, Libra. What are you looking at? Rejuvenating yourself. Okay. Yeah. Working on your routines, your habits, your beliefs. And it's all about plugging and tapping back into the higher realms. I'm getting that. Just plugging back into your soul's alignment at this time. Feeling more like yourself. Ooh. You got the spirit of love circling your heart. Maybe feeling a heightened sense of divine union. Interesting. There you're feeling an energetic pull towards maybe a new chapter in love for some of you. Let me see. You could be going through a period of time where you're at the end of the month. Where I see kind of like what could be going on at the beginning of this time period, the middle and the end. So the beginning, that's what they want me to do. The beginning is pausing, resting, reflecting. Know your limits and allow them to guide you. Limitations can teach you to take better care of yourself. You have full permission to rest and say no. So you may have reached your limit or your tolerance in a certain behavior or certain habit or in a certain connection. I'm getting, could be all three. And you're like, okay, I reached my limit. Let me pull back. Let me change and make these recalibrate. I'm getting like you have this recalibration energy at the beginning of this time period. And then as we move towards more of the center point of that, which will be around the 23rd, 24th, 25th, we have the spirit of love that's going to start to enter your heart space in a deeper way. Don't search for true love, for it will find you if you just hold on to who you are. The world already loves your essence, so don't change it for anyone. Ooh, you could have had some recent tests around what speaks to you in the form of a higher love, and does that person, can they bring it alongside you? And I think that you have a limit to what you will tolerate over what feels aligned and what doesn't in the actions and behaviors of the people around you. When it comes to true love, like I said this last reading, you have a high ideal, don't settle for less. So if someone's not showing you the energy frequency, you know that is going to create more harmony, a harmonious connection. An aligned balance connection. Doesn't mean it's perfect, but you know what I'm talking about, Libra. Okay? So, don't search for true love. It's going to find you by you being your authentic self. All right? I think that's the message that Spirit's wanting to send your way if you've had some disappointments in love recently. And you are being energetically pulled toward the end of this month. A true master knows that you create through your actions. Do not hesitate when you feel the energy pulling you. Follow it fiercely and move worlds. Yeah, you're being pulled into a new direction, maybe an unexpected direction. Or a change in the wind, I'm getting. Some of you, there's a change in the wind. Do you see how there's a stillness, but then she's being pulled. Her attention's being pulled elsewhere into a new direction. And it's almost like you could be getting a download from your soul self, from the higher realms at the end of the month about which direction you should go in, if you feel like you're unsure. But there's like these butterfly wings around you. I'm telling you, it takes one to know one. You all have such a beautiful view of love. I think you need to just work on restoration, recalibration for the most part, and everything will fall into place. I'm getting that. You need to hear that. Everything will fall into place. All right, let's now go into the tarot for the overall general energy for the week of the 21st through the 31st, Spirit. I love this deck. When Women Had Wings. It's gorgeous. I'll show you some of the images. What we got here, Libra? Ooh, the wheel is turning. Destiny's on your side, Libra. Don't worry. You are reaching for the higher realms here in all of your actions and interactions. I think you're not going to be It's like you're on a new cycle here. That I was telling Aries this year are embarking on a new 18-month journey, and it's time to put those lessons into practice and not repeat any old cycles or repeat any old patterns. The Wheel of Destiny, though, is turning. What is the wheel bringing in for you at the end of January? It's also our karmic lessons, our soul's journey. Okay. We've got some tension, conflict. Interesting. We have two major arcana, the wheel and the moon. This moon brought out some inner friction. And this is and brought on by outer conflict. Five of Wands is when we're being particularly challenged in a situation, and there's a lot of unknowns in this situation. It's almost like destiny brought a situation to your door that you didn't anticipate, maybe several situations, and it may have disrupted going to the next phase in a certain connection. Because of the Four Wands, this is a rite of passage. So your inner priestess, your moon energy, your subconscious is going through a complete overhaul at this time around what you're trying to build. And the fact that if you have to fight and like go through, I'm getting that there's this like, you've gone about getting what you want in your subconscious mind by going deep into fighting for what you want. And I'm getting this strong message here that Spirit's saying you don't have to fight for anything, Libra. Just be who you are, and everything will come into your orbit from that energy. And if you feel like you're lowering your energy just to accommodate something, there's some sort of conflict around a commitment and an unknown around this. It's almost like you're like thinking different thoughts every day. I'm getting that. Whether you want to remain in a commitment or step into a commitment. Maybe you're at a crossroads over what commitment means to you. Spirit's like, be careful what you think. Be careful how you use your energy. If you are using it to create more resistance around the things you're trying to build as your security support systems, it's like, oh, this is a deep one, Libra. I need to get more information. Let's go into, excuse me, hit my glasses. I want to find out, there's something hidden around a connection that is part of your support system, and there's been recent conflict. It could be a work conflict, but because of the Four Wands, it hits close to home. Someone who's part of your support system. You could have conflict in your actual home environment. Let's see. What is this hidden energy? Because the moon is always like, it's a secret to me. It's a secret to you. You don't even know. But I'm sensing that it has to do with the conflict around someone who's karmically part of your support system. But there's been a problem. You're wrapping up a cycle. That world was topsy-turvy. It's like, as the world turns, there's something just like in flux. This is about divine love for you. You're in a period of time where you're wrapping up a cycle, and it's like you're not going to settle for anything less, Libra. This is a pretty big energy just for a short period of time. You're really assessing where it's like, you only have so much energy in the day, Libra. And you're looking at, in a big way, you're recognizing your achievement here and what you've created already, but you're also looking at the things that don't belong, and it's bumming you. It's bumming you because you're like, I had higher hopes for that. I had higher hopes for that. You are reevaluating, reassessing a connection. There is a cycle ending, it feels like, in a connection that has been close to home to you, and you're not sure what's going to happen next in it. I'm getting that strongly because that's why I'm clarifying the moon. This is someone who you either live with or has been part of your life and part of your support system for quite some time, and there's been an argument or a misunderstanding, but it was fated to happen. I think that you're showing me what you want underneath it. I want to see what these fated changes are after clarifying the moon. Let's see what this new cycle is bringing you, if it's an ending or a new beginning. You're showing me I only want the best, the highest form of harmony and balance. And I hope that that person wants it too. I don't know why I'm getting it. It's between you and somebody else because it's under the Four of Wands, which is a commitment, or someone you live with, or someone who's been part of your life for quite some time. And there is some conflict here. The Wheel. What is the Wheel bringing? Ah, wow. The Empress definitely wanted to come out in reverse. You're like, this person isn't going to nourish me in the way I want, need, and deserve. Interesting. And this is the Wheel. So you're like, oh, Libra. You're abandoning a wish. It is an ending. Wow. Okay. Wow. The Empress in reverse is something that you know if you put energy toward, it's not going to nourish you in the way you need. Basically settling for less, Libra. Okay? And it hurts you. It hurts you because you're like, I deserve more than that. I deserve to be valued, seen, cherished, heard. I deserve the 10 of Cups. Why can't this person see it? Why won't they show it to me? Okay? Empress in reverse. That's not someone not seeing you. And then the sadness and the loss over a wish that you thought would happen. 10 of Swords. You have some sort of fated ending with somebody that you're moving through right now. Some of you, it is a connection. Some of you, it's a love connection. Some of you, it's a friendship. This is a cycle that's ending and it's a painful ending, Libra. I'm not going to lie to you. This is a heartbreak. It's a loss. It's a loss of a dream that you thought would be actualized. And so you're like, I can't believe that this is happening. I can't believe that this happened. But you know what it does is it clears the way. What was that? The spirit of love. What did that say again? They're wanting me to remind you. The world already loves your essence, so don't change it for anyone. You would have to go into a period of not honoring yourself. And you know it. It wouldn't be honoring you. This came in to show you the difference between what you tolerated and put up with in the past and what you will not now. This was a fated interaction. And it's teaching you how to stay strong in your truth. And it is not an easy lesson, Libra, because this hurts you. This has hurt you. You do not want it to be so. But you know what? Sometimes it is a sacrifice. This feels like a sacrifice that must be made right now, and you're taking the higher road. But it is an ending. I mean, whenever I see the 10 of Swords, the 3 of Swords, and the 5 of Pentacles, especially with the Empress in reverse, you're like, If I remain here, this is gone. This is the end. I feel like you got betrayed by somebody, Libra, and you didn't expect it. You got betrayed by how they have handled a situation. I'm sorry, Libra. I want to find out what this conflict was about. I'm just curious. 5 of Wands. It's about integrity and the truth. You have your Queen of Swords out. You're like, you know, whatever this was. 5 of Swords. 4 of Swords. Someone wasn't being honest with you. I think you understand that, okay, fine, if you want to draw your swords and if you want to, it was almost like someone who, here's the thing that I'm going to get here, Libra, and I'm sorry to tell you this, and this is the honest to God truth. Sometimes people have to part ways because they still have more healing work to do. And you can't do that for them. And you realize you've reached a point of no return in a connection because that person isn't going to stand in their truth and integrity. Doesn't mean you don't. It means you do. And it means a sacrifice. It means a loss. And it means it hurts and it cuts deep. And I think this person, they could have a sudden realization. We'll see in the advice and then the other energies I'm pulling in. But you're looking at something, you're like, this could have been so great, but I couldn't hold. It's like elusive. It's under the moon, the 10 of cups, the 7 of pentacles in the world. So Spirit's saying you need to wrap the cycle up. A change came in, a massive change came in, a betrayal, a heartbreak, a ouch. I didn't expect that to happen. And it's painful because you had some sort of wish over this. You saw it. It was tangible. You sensed it. You felt it. You maybe even touched it and tasted it. And then it was like, this will not bear fruit in the way you deserve. This will not be a stable situation for you. And I think that you're trying to tell your mind this is the best thing, but it's not easy. Queen of Swords, boundaries, Libra. We're going to repeat this again and again. So I feel like you need to let the dust settle on the situation because there's a lot of emotion underneath this. When we don't get what we want, it is a redirection. But it's also a reminder of, are you going to stand in your integrity here? Because you know the truth. But some people, like I said, if they have resistance within them, there's nothing you can do about it. Okay? Let's get some advice, Libra. This was an intense one. I don't know who this is to you. Someone, like I said, someone who's been part of your life. But when I see the Empress in reverse, that's an unhappy woman. It's like, I invested in this and I did not get what I deserved. And you don't treat me that way. You're saying that. And so you're making the necessary judgment call. This is using reason, logic, through integrity. Taking a stand too. 5 of Swords. Standing up for yourself, Libra. From your healed place. You're in a conflict over this because you're not sure what to do about it. I think, let's see what Spirit wants to advise you here with. Because this, you're definitely moving through some hurt here. Over changes in a connection. Page of Swords. Okay, that's communication. The Tower and the Ace of Swords. Okay. You could be dealing with someone who has strong Scorpio placements. Libra, I do think there's going to be some communication coming in at the end. It feels more like the end of the month because at the end of the month, you're going to see this, the energetic pull. It's like, if anything, you need to, this is unfinished business. You don't want to leave as is. There's a time and a place, right, to address things. You may have been moving through really, really confusing thoughts and feelings in January over this. I don't know when it happened, but it's definitely fresh. You have a tower coming in. Your advice is either you suffered a tower or it feels like a new tower coming in, which is a tower of truth and a tower of communicating the truth. Because when we have the ace and the page, it's like the growth that we need around the facts, right? Cutting to the chase, getting clear. And it's a shift. You've had a foundational shift and a support in some sort of connection in your life. And I wouldn't address it as a connection if it was not for the 10 of Cups. And the 4 of Wands. The Moon. There's so much that's... Libra, this is a frustrating situation. I can feel your frustration in this. Try not to dwell too much on what happened, okay? Stick with the facts. Stick with what you know. Stay in your integrity. Stand in your truth. Okay? I do think the advice here is they're trying to give you a heads up that this person's going to come back in. And there's going to be, Page of Swords is texting, communicating. You could have a conversation. It's going to be another sudden shift. If you've had a sudden shift already, you got another sudden shift coming. Let's see what that sudden shift is bringing in. Now I'm going to go into, because the Empress is in reverse, I'm going to find the Empress in this deck. And we're going to see what is surrounding the Empress. To the left is the masculine energy. To the right is the feminine energy, okay? Let's see. I'm just going to shuffle real quick, and then we're going to get into the Empress. We'll see where she is. I have a feeling, yeah, there she is. I had a feeling she was up towards the bottom of the deck. Okay. Left, which is the masculine side, okay? You or someone else, you decide who's in the masculine energy here. I have a feeling they are in the masculine energy because you feel like you've been wronged. It's time for them to do something about it. King of Pentacles, the Fool, the Queen of Swords, the 3 of Cups, Okay, that's too many. I think I started a little bit. I'm doing 3, sorry. 3 to the left of the Empress is the Queen of Swords, the 3 of Cups, and the 10 of Swords. Okay. Woo, Libra. This person is recognizing this was a betrayal of trust. This was a betrayal of the truth. And I think you're going to be celebrating. There's going to be an overflow of emotions at some point. I don't know if it's going to be towards the end of this month, but this person recognizes that this was not the right way of handling something. Because I see you both reuniting. This could be a friend of yours because of the 3 of Cups. So there's going to be a shift here. I think you're going to be a little bit like, what do you want? You know, I'll think, soften a little bit here. Now we have the right side. Interesting. The feminine side is the 7 of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the 2 of Wands. There's going to be some important choices that need to be made, I think, as a result of this person coming back after an ending. I think you're saying, I only want to make the decisions that hold true to my integrity here of long-term, grounded. It's like you're saying to me, if this is you, that, you know, the Queen of Pentacles looks at the greater whole and the greater good. I think you're going to understand, it's going to clear up a little bit of confusion for you. What I'm getting here is a result of you interacting with this person. It's going to clear up some illusions, okay? And you're going to be needing to make an important decision about whether you two can ground in a new chapter. And what that looks like, it's up to the 2 of you. We're going to find more about that in the February reading. But I do believe at the end of this month, there could be a turnaround in a connection that fell apart in January. And the repair work needed to find some sort of common vision about what the future is like for both of you that is healthy for both of you. You're saying, I don't want to be confused in my heart about whether this person is part of my abundance, is part of my path, a part of my 3D reality. You have a vision, Libra. I would see the higher truth of this, that eagles perch, looking at it from above. What is the soul lesson here? I think you don't want to be clouded in confusion emotionally over anyone or anything. So I would say that stay firmly rooted and grounded in your knowing of your sense of self, your seat of power, which is the Queen of Pentacles, your groundedness, your rootedness in your life, holding your vision. All right? Make sure that it's not confusing you. Whatever pathway, all right, that you see before you in this. You do see a vision with this person in it, but you may feel like you could be going towards an illusion here. I think that it's up to the 2 of you to decide, but you're telling me it's got to make sense. It's got to make sense for my 3D reality. If it doesn't, it's not going to work. But I do see that at least you could be getting closure over a situation, over a misunderstanding, over a fight, over a betrayal, something of that nature. Okay? Interesting, huh? I like that. Tell me what y'all think of that, like bringing in a third deck and looking at the energy and what's surrounding you in a situation. But there will be a final judgment call. I think you're wrapping up a cycle. It's been very hard, but you will succeed. I think this person had a lot to do with you standing in your truth and integrity and not settling for less than what you deserve. You know, Empress in reverse. Okay? Oh, I'm sorry, Libra. This was not an easy one. I haven't had one like this in quite some time, but it's an important lesson. All right. Stay in your truth and integrity. There's a recovery time right now over this. Try not to let it bother you. Let's get a final enchanted force. Sacred oak. Yeah. Rooted and grounded. Rooted and grounded. Embrace your inner strength and resilience. Yeah. Yep. Adversity, resiliency through the hardship. Inner strength brings a certain luster. It's knowing that no matter what you face in life, your soul's strong. Okay, Libra? You have the strength of your soul to help guide you through this. And I saw this so beautifully in the beginning, okay? rejuvenate yourself, focus on your own healing and your recovery after this ending. Lean into the spirit of love, and you're going to be energetically pulled towards healing this, okay? So try to act with integrity. Soften that sharpness that Libras can have, okay? When they want to be right about something. I think you need to hear this person out if they come towards you, okay, later this month, all right? At the end of the day, this is about you staying firmly rooted and grounded in your 3D reality, looking at how strong and resilient and confident you are in your ability to navigate everything that happens in your life. Let your soul shine through, okay? In your dealings with others, especially towards the end of this month, okay? Take care, Libra. I'll see you soon.